You're listening to another podcast, a podcast that is not affiliated nor associated with Planned Parenthood, and keep it in mind. Planned Parenthood is a registered trademark of Planned Parenthood Federation of America, Incorporated. That's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, Planned Brotherhood.
It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time. The sun would shine, the candy bars, Kool-Aid flowing like wine, the comic books, the TV shows, the bubble gum, the kitty cat.
Hi, thanks for tuning in to Planned Brotherhood. Nico and Kelly both returned this week. I forgot to pack a microphone, so the fact that they're sharing is my fault. I take no blame for anything else that occurs. Enjoy the show.
Sunday.
I'm gonna start laying down the fucking law. No more negative attitude about the podcast.
What
This
did I
is
say?
why.
What did I say?
This is why your episode is the cure for insomnia. Your last episode,
That was my line.
because you get us all depressed and
then
PJ,
he starts making his catty
hating
comments.
ourselves.
You brought up Columbine.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
that's where that
That's
episode
not
took
fair.
a nosedive.
But the last 10 minutes, it's all like, this sucks. Can't believe we're going to record it. Oh, I'm so glad I'm here in Yakima. And I'm like, oh, I thought we were having fun. So no more fucking negative attitude during the podcast. Nick, no more Angry Birds. Nico?
Oh, I'm done.
Okay.
And also off mic. Are you already passing the baton, Kelly? Are you that upset? Nico, here's the
Hey,
start.
here we go.
How first season is this? We got the old mobile pre with a ton of splitters stuck together.
Took us
Not
15
enough
minutes to get the
microphones for
program going.
everybody.
Yep. I like it.
Sixth season, first season. I still don't know what you're talking about, so that's all good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mobile
get that back to
pre
Kelly,
splitter. Yeah. All right.
Somebody
Kelly's
needs to
up.
jazz this shit up. No, guys, quit
I don't know, I like
physically
it.
throwing the mic down. It makes a noise. It's audible.
Really? Does it make a noise?
Okay.
Oh shit! No.
No, we should start from Jump Street. I feel like this is all going out.
I really, guys.
We
you
need a
know-
positive vibe up in this
You
house.
know how much you hate it when I say today's my Friday, or when
Yeah.
anyone says that.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about Jump Street, and you guys are overusing it.
But nobody says Jump Street except for a couple of people. Everybody says, at least in the restaurant business, today's my Friday on a Wednesday.
I disagree.
I had people telling me today.
Jump Street's
today
pretty
was their
funny.
Friday.
I don't mind that
Yeah,
one.
Jump Street's good.
It's underrated, if anything.
I wish I could make that eye roll come across.
I don't think we have
Audibly.
to start from Jump Street on the episode, but as far as like Kelly, I swear to God, I will kick you out.
This is already not
I
gonna
will.
work.
The next time you complain about it,
And then how's Nick gonna get home?
no, just kick you out of the basement. You can go upstairs and hang out. We'll see you after. We'll play
The couch
Risk.
folds out, except for it doesn't.
No, I was just gonna say start at Jump Street from what we did today. Why we're all together. Why we've all been together, like
Yeah, why the bitterness
especially
has
the
taken
three.
hold at
The
this
three
late
of
hour.
you have been together for like what
Too long.
24 hours.
Is that the answer to that?
About 24 hours nonstop.
Because, Kelly,
Yeah,
today's your Friday, and it's also you were rocking out with your hawk out.
I was.
Let's delve into it.
There's a Seahawks game today.
Seahawks game here in
No.
Yakima. They
Oh.
played in Yakima.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sundome, of course.
I think there are like 400 people
we're
in attendance.
Yakima. We're in my basement.
But we
Yeah.
partied pretty hardy last night because
Yeah, we did.
kids at the sitter. So your wife hung out, and
We made it worth it.
Time to make it worth it. We had to
Episode
make it
title.
worth it.
And then it ended up being a 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning type of day. And
Yeah.
then, but you insisted on getting us all up, rousing us out of bed because we couldn't sit at home and watch the game because you want to
But-
be there with the people.
And we
Yeah.
all agreed to this at like 2 a.m., like drinking a lot and stuff. Yeah, we'll fucking wake up.
Actually, nobody agreed to it. I actually thought.
Oh
none
no,
of-
we were all down.
Yeah, I had
Oh.
at least decided in my head that I was definitely going.
Oh, that's
Uh,
surprising because I honestly thought I was gonna go alone. Like I didn't even think you would wake up. I just figured
Well, when you woke me up this morning, it felt like I had just closed my eyes and went to
That's
sleep.
basically where I was at. I
Like
think
it was nuts, and I was confused. And then Alvina didn't want to get up, and it was like, oh.
But you guys all did. You
Yeah, we
all
did.
got up and came with me.
And boy, was it worth it. What a game, huh?
Right?
Squeaker.
Right? No.
Squeaker.
No, Nick, quit using that word.
You got to give me Jump Street or Squeaker.
This game is also about that 3 weeks before this episode airs.
Oh, yeah.
Is when this all happens.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
when the Seahawks lost.
Yeah,
basically.
it's when this
Yeah,
was the
to the
game that
Bears,
could have
Chicago
got them
Bears.
into the Super Bowl, correct?
Yeah, it would have been a
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, downer for everybody
National
except for
championship.
me, Nico, PJ, Kelly. We had
Definitely
some risk
wasn't a
going on
downer
the
for
side.
me.
I'm jumping right to that.
Okay,
Yeah.
We've already talked about
microphone.
this.
Get what?
just grab it from him if you want to say it.
Okay.
We last night we decided that we would bring Risk down, and we asked the bartender.
That's when I started getting excited about it.
Yeah.
And I didn't care that until we got there and my insecurity really set in. But you guys said it wasn't that bad. Like, are we really like that hip / nerd table that brings vintage Risk?
No, I don't think anybody noticed really. We were just so in the corner.
Well,
and then
once,
like the bussers
by
and
quarter
stuff were
three,
interested.
our game's more interesting than one on the TV. I feel like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't think anyone noticed us for the most part, except employees who kept checking in on the action. I went at Risk, and we ended up at at Second Street for you guys
Quite a while.
like 2 hours longer than
Yeah,
me.
we closed the place down. They closed at 5 today. Yeah, and then from that point on,
6
what was
hours?
it? To Catch a Predator and some Mario.
Got there at like
We
10.
really had ourselves an afternoon too.
Yeah.
I've been drinking for way too long.
Pretty much since we
Hold
woke
on, the
up.
listeners have to have a minute to be shocked by the fact that I'm drunk. Yeah, so
What were we doing last night, guys? Oh, we should talk about 456 the other day.
4,
Yeah, we
5,
should.
6.
Uh,
First,
we
go through the rules.
should play some 456.
We need to bring some 456 to Seattle.
What stuff? Everybody assumes it's an area code that they don't know.
Oh,
I think it's a
not.
pretty popular game.
Is
It's a
it?
dice game.
I don't know that it is.
It's a dice game that you play with money. And, okay, no side conversations.
Yeah,
either.
this is
Side bet?
unprofessional.
Yeah.
Side bet, maybe.
Yeah. How much did you win, Kelly? $20-something?
I won $26.
Yeah, I don't even know. I never pay attention to how much money I have, like how much money I start with or anything like that. But
It's better. It'll take you out of it.
to start off the whole thing, I mean, we're all throwing like $1 rolls.
Yes.
But to start the whole thing, Har and I did a $10 roll.
Oh, that's right.
Just between the two of us, and I lost that, and that was just a fucking sign of things to come. Like, it's so bad. I cannot roll that, even in Risk, although I got hot later on today in Risk.
Yeah. I saw some
But
trip sixes.
Fucking, I cannot roll anything good right now. I'm in a bad streak.
Well, it is
I was
literally
not.
a matter of just rolling the dice. Like, everybody's going to go on a streak if they roll dice enough in their everyday life,
Yes.
which you apparently do.
Yeah.
It's all chance. Like if you roll the dice 100 times. It's
Yeah.
you know.
I hate to take the fun out of it. Risk is a fucking blast, guys. Even though I was the straggler for the better part of the game, and then I was second to last out. Granted, you took me down fast and hard and embarrassingly.
Are you talking about Risk?
Yeah. For about
Oh,
2 minutes
sorry.
now.
No, I was thinking back to 456. But yeah, Risk is good. And as Nico pointed out earlier today, I've only ever come in first place or very last place. So as soon as I wasn't the first one knocked out today, I knew I was going to win. Because if I'm not last, I'm first.
Just how it works. Yeah.
I appreciate that
I
when
think
Nick,
that's from,
Nico, you were the first to
Talladega
get knocked
Nights.
out.
Yeah, I was the first to get knocked
Yeah,
out.
and then he sided with Nick, Team Nick, all the way.
Yep.
You helped me get as far as I got, buddy, and I appreciate
We
it.
both
Hey, I
won
helped
once.
you. I helped you get there, though. I helped you.
You
out
taught me
Nick
the basic
Go.
rules of the game.
No, I helped you get out Nick Go, and then so for revenge, Nico was trying to help you get me.
This is true, but
It could
Yeah.
have worked.
all
I
a
could
game
have got
of
a
risk.
streak of good numbers, but I didn't. It was 3 after occasional 2. Ugh,
Yeah.
it was bad.
You guys spread yourself too thin. Rookie mistake. You just can't, like, once you capture one territory, it's not worth going after, like, all these little tiny ones.
yeah, exactly.
You don't even get a card, and
The same
then
could be
you're
said
ju-
for.
then you're
And I
just
got
gonna
that
have one
after, but
person
like in the
there.
beginning, first time playing.
You just want to go. You just want to keep attacking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't get it at first, and now I see your strategy. It was really amazing.
It's kind of like me in Candyland.
Wow.
Nothing.
I wonder if I own Candyland.
That would be a dickhead game to pull out and play at 2nd Street.
Oh my god!
As adults,
yeah.
as
Are
cool,
you
hip
kidding me?
adults. Shoots and ladders might be fun.
Candyland.
What are you doing, Nico?
Yeah, let's pay attention
We'll
here.
see. Hold on.
This is a fuckaroo.
He grabbed the microphone to text his friend.
Oh, no, I think he's working up a bit.
Yeah. I just wanted to point out that my phone's gonna die here soon. That's all.
Dumb. Thank you.
Really dumb, but continue on.
Podcast favorite, Nico. Really
Yeah.
bringing it tonight.
Yeah. All eight. Yeah.
Yeah,
800
you guys
people.
just met for the first time last night.
Yeah.
How's that going? You guys are fast friends, huh? Well, I'm thinking a little something more, maybe. Kelly and
This
Nico.
would be a better question
yeah.
if we had the
We're
appropriate
gonna
amount of
start a
mics.
reality show.
A lot of I'm saying Nico's never hung out for 24 hours before.
Yeah, and I've
There's
never
something
seen him with
special
that
about
glow. Uh-oh.
I'm funny. I am not as lame as this podcast will have me to be all the time. I'm fun, PJ.
Do you think we just cut your funny parts out, or that you're just not feeling it every single time we record?
Does your face hurt?
Doesn't apply.
It was hard for you to be too happy during the Risk game, what with the football game going on.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of there's just bemoaning, and I don't know how you roll so bad at Risk when you did so well at 4-5-6 the other day. But
Because it doesn't matter. It's
there's a
rolling
lot of
dice.
what everybody says, which is like, this is ridiculous. I just can't roll over
I never did that.
whatever
today.
the fuck while I do it.
I
Yeah,
I
that
think
sounds more
everybody
like a
does it, and
PJ
it's the
tantrum.
one of the most game annoying things to me. So
Let's talk about speaking
Sex, baby,
of,
wow.
you and me.
I got it now, and I laughed harder than was justified.
Agreed.
The Seahawks, Kelly.
Yeah.
We didn't expand
guys are
enough on the
trying
fact that
so
you're the only
hard.
one that cares
Didn't
about
we have a
sports.
pre-show meeting about this?
I'm not
I'm
gonna.
just kidding. I'm saying this for humor.
I'm not gonna give the.
But we did have.
stats.
But we did have a pre-show meeting where I said, "Please don't talk about football."
Yeah.
But I'm bringing.
what
it
are we
up
going to
for
talk
humor.
about? I'm just going to talk about how great it was to see Kelly be disappointed by a sports game that doesn't matter. To
Why?
yokels, perhaps.
You know what I was confused by? And the last.
You guys are both
Football?
fighting for the
Is that what you're
microphone, and
confused
neither
by?
of you are saying anything.
And the-
Okay, give it here. I'll breathe into it.
In the last 5 minutes of that game, when it's obviously like they can't win,
It's a wash.
but then everyone's still like cheering when they scored or something
Because
like that.
yeah, thank you. And it's better and more respectable to lose by less, PJ. That's common sense.
Okay, yeah, I don't care.
And plus, like, the Seahawks game today, it was like if you were going to go to the movie theater and watch Inception after everybody had told you how good of a movie it was, and they spoiled it and they told you what the ending was. You know the ending when you go to the theater and you're like, oh, fuck, and you sit and you watch the whole movie and then you're like, okay, there it is. We all knew the Seahawks were going to lose, but you got to sit and struggle through it. And
No,
it's just-
you're comparing art to sports.
Oh.
He's not comparing it. He's comparing the experience, not the.
Of watching a movie to watching
It's
a football
the experience
game.
of watching something that you already know how it's going to happen.
A
but
movie's a story.
Okay, but
But in this case, you know that the movie is going to be a real downer of
But
an
you're-
ending.
Like, would you watch a
huge-
rerun of a Seahawks game?
Or of a downer of a movie.
I thought it was a good analogy.
Yeah, I could tell by your emphatic nodding as you were saying
It's
it.
just, it was exactly true. Like we as a true fan, you have to sit through it. You know what it's gonna be, but you wait and you hope. Maybe you hope that maybe that guy who told you the ending of Inception was wrong, or he was fucking with you, and really it's gonna end totally differently and blow your mind.
Yeah, but you knew for a fact that was going to happen in the football game.
I wouldn't say fact, PJ. We knew.
When there's like, what, they got a touchdown or something when there was like a minute more left.
oh, you're talking
And
at the end. I
everyone's
thought
like
you meant
screaming
going into it
and
initially.
woo and woo. No, I'm talking about the end. Like,
Yeah, we're excited because we're not going to lose by, like a
We might be losers, but we're
17-point
not gonna
spread.
cheer
It's
like
going to be like
losers.
but then
It's
you
just-
can't play We Are the Champions after. Like, I had that all synced up in my car. That was going to be my plan.
It's going to be so sweet. You're looking forward
Crank
to
it
the
up
drive
so
home.
hard.
Yeah. Got all these pom-poms in the back. We're going to roll down the windows and
This game inspired me to move to Chicago. That's where the winners are.
Yeah.
It was Chicago, right?
Yeah, Chicago.
Bulls, right?
Yeah, it was the Bulls. Yeah, the Bulls versus the Seahawks.
I swear that the fucking game today with the Seahawks losing put everyone in a terrible mood. Well, because I came home to this down system.
Dude, you were not there. We
But-
had the best day without you.
No,
We
first
we
of all,
hung out at 2nd
ouch.
Street all. First of all,
I was there for most of it. I missed like
no.
the last hour.
How
and a
many
half.
hours did we hang out after PJ?
It
left?
wasn't
I felt like
hours.
it was a while.
It was about 2 hours.
There were
Well-
several drinks later. Let's break it down.
Hour and
Yeah,
a half to
okay.
2 hours. What I mean by
Anyway.
people in a bad mood was that like I went to work today, and all my customers
Oh.
were fucking super pissed.
Sorry.
And I was kind of a downer when you came home, but only
Yeah.
because your face pisses
Only
me
because
off sometimes.
and you
Everybody
were
was
a
a
downer the
downer
second
when
you
I
walked
got
in
home.
the door.
Huh?
You
I
were,
wasn't a downer.
Yes, you were.
I put a smile on my face.
I picked a couple.
I smoked pot outside before I came in.
Everything was a lot better 6 hours ago.
I shook the muscle relaxer tree. That might not have helped.
Today's my favorite part of today, excluding when we were playing Risk. That few hours.
You didn't even want to record.
No, people.
You don't even want to do
Let me
this
tell you about these
podcast
people who
anymore.
are in a bad
What?
mood.
We'll,
at
we'll
work
talk.
today.
We'll dissect that in a second. Go ahead, PJ.
All right, there's people who are in a bad mood with me today. I had a table, and there was an old lady, and she was very hoity-toity, and everyone who she was with just ordered soup, and then she ordered spaghetti, like with a salad.
And 6 forks.
Yeah. Well, no. So she orders spaghetti. So she's the only one getting dinner. So she's like, if you're a couple of friends going to Sherry's to have a cup of coffee, and then one guy orders a T-bone steak, like it looks a little weird. That's what she was. And so she was like, so she's eating her salad while everyone else is eating the soup, and she was just a bitch. And someone had transferred the table to me, so I asked her if she wanted another glass of Riesling, and she's like, how do you know what kind of wine it is? Like, for no reason, just like being confrontational with me. And I was like, oh, it was on the ticket. It says you're drinking Riesling. Like, it's fucking got rang in. Who cares? And,
I
but she was
followed
like,
a paper trail.
she was
to
like
get
mad
information.
about it. Like, why do you say I drink Riesling? Like that. And anyway, so I bring her soup and salad and stuff like that. And she's like, everybody already has their food. Where's my spaghetti? And now, like I said, she's eating salad, and no one else is eating. They're either eating soup or salad. But it's like, oh, this is all they're gonna get, so I'm gonna get my
so why
food.
did
Like,
my
wait.
entree come when?
And I was like, oh yeah, you're right. I was like, all right, yeah, I'll go grab your food for you. It takes like 2 minutes to make it, and it had only been like 2 minutes since I dropped her salad. And it comes around, and then I come back out, and I'm dealing with another table, and she calls me over, and she's like, everybody is eating their food. Surely you have spaghetti and meatballs back there. And I go, we absolutely do. And I was like, well, let me go check on it for you. And then so I'm walking away, and she goes, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. And she's like waving both her arms. And I come back, and she starts putting her finger on the table, and she goes, I want a spaghetti and meatballs on this table right in front of me right now.
What?
This is what this fucking lady said to me.
This is today?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder you're
And
in a
then-
downer mood.
How?
I just turned around and walked away from her. I didn't know what to say. I just turned around and walked away from her. I brought it back, and then fucking Ed was in the cafe with me, and I had him do everything else for that table afterwards. I gave him the money for
Was
it.
she wearing a Seahawks jersey or something?
No.
Oh,
she
good
was-
question, though.
Then
Good
why
question.
are you accusing the Seahawks fans? of
Because
being
I'm just saying.
Oh, I
there was
forgot that's how
something in
that
the air.
started.
Everybody at work was in a bad mood about it. And then I had another lady who came up and asked to buy a bottle of the salad dressing. And, we have a to-go person that does that for us. And I go, yeah, I'm going to go tell Bianca. She'll bring it right out for you. So I go back there, and I go, hey, Bianca, can you sell a bottle of dressing to this lady? And Bianca goes, okay. So then I come back out. I come right back in, and the manager is talking to her, just walking by, sees someone standing there, and goes, are you being helped? And the lady fucking points at me and goes, well, he claims I am, but I seriously doubt it, because all I need is a bottle of dressing, and it's not happening. And from the time she said, "Can I have a bottle of dressing?" to that was about 45 seconds. She asked me. I told another girl. I came right back, and she fucking starts.
It is pretty
Another
coincidental.
another guy calls me over to the table to ask me what the fuck's taking so long with his dinner. Like it was ridiculous. I only had like 5 tables too. It was like
bad night.
it was like over half. It was ridiculous.
Sad day to be a Washingtonian.
It was man. I had a guy like a week or two ago who right when minimum wage went up, and he gave me a big speech about how he wasn't going to tip me because minimum wage is too fucking high. He's like, well, with minimum wage now, you're making pretty good money. You don't need my tip.
That's like a 13-cent difference in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, apparently it's all coming out of this guy's pocket.
And who takes the time
He's
to
just paying
explain
them
a
off.
non-tip? That's
Yeah.
when I slink out the side door.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Oh man. Come on. Somebody. I mean, people act differently. Look at the fucking. Who says like, put a spaghetti in front of me right now?
This guy.
I'm guessing chemical imbalance.
This guy.
Yeah.
She was
That's
like.
immediately what I thought. Who does that? And she called you back over.
Yeah. She was like an older lady. She's with her husband. Like I said, she's kind of hoity-toity with the way she dresses and
I
stuff.
prefer hottie-toddy. Quit saying hoity-toity.
And then
Hotty-totty's totally different than hoity-toity.
and
They're
then
two different
another.
things.
Are they both expressions, though?
No.
I keep feeling like PJ's getting it wrong.
No, hoity-toity's the expression.
Okay.
Hoity-toity, like not well-to-do because that's like a compliment.
Hasn't come up as word of the day
Not
yet
really.
for me.
Anyway, and another old couple. That's who they're. So she's like, I imagine how like when and dad go, like when dad took me.
She's neck fritters now.
Oh, sorry. When they took me and Alvina to Applebee's and Gabe was our waiter, and she just fucking.
I love Gabe.
It was the worst day of her life because of that. And okay, side conversation, cool.
Nobody's head's in the game.
I'm in the middle
I'm
of a
here, buddy.
sentence.
I'm here.
Your story, it just got long.
I'm literally laughing at that.
So what's your solution to the long story? Oh, these poor podcast listeners have to listen to a long story.
So I'll giggle.
So I'll just mumble
Off
into
mic.
the microphone with somebody who's not even on microphone. You saved it. You saved the show.
Do you want to give your email for those thank yous?
It was 2 different conversations. You're right. The one that I heard was that all weekend Kelly's going how much she dislikes Gabe, and then brings it up. And immediately
Former guest
says-
of the show, Gabe.
Former guest. Yeah.
What makes you like him now?
Well,
Didn't even
that's
hang
just
out
it.
with
She
him
was
today.
like, I like Gabe.
Yeah, I think she's being
Maybe it's not.
sarcastic.
I think so too. But- So anyway, you had this really great story you were telling. It's really worth it.
Hilarious.
Oh, PJ's in a bad mood now.
Hilarious.
I like it
I
when we.
just told you how I got stomped all over all
I
night
know.
at work tonight.
I'm excited when we capture.
And then I
emotion
got,
like this on
your
microphone.
story's boring, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't know what to say. I summarized it. I paraphrased. And you were off mic when you said that just now.
Keep it positive. I thought
Yeah.
that was
That
our
was the
pre-show talk.
Yeah, pre-show talk right there.
I don't think one of us is feeling positive right now. I don't know what happened.
Positivity.
And it has nothing to do with the fucking Seahawks because I could give a shit. But I think that explains 80% of your bitchy clientele today. Did they
With the
see
Seahawks losing?
Yeah.
I lost money, and I was fine. Like, I was in a good mood. Was being the operative word. Like, Kelly's doing this thing where she's just, like, refusing to talk.
I'll talk. I just wasn't talking because I didn't want to be off mic. I'll talk.
But you understand that, like, you
Let's
were
get-
just
let's get into
talking.
it.
I was in the middle of a sentence, and you guys are just talking.
First
And
of
then
all,
so when I call it out, you go, oh, your story was boring. Your story was getting really long.
first of all,
How do I not?
I said I
You
love
wouldn't take
Gabe in the
offense to that?
microphone sarcastically, and then he laughed and called me a sellout. So I turned and kind of laughed about it, and then you start yelling at me.
No, you guys started talking.
Thanks for getting me in trouble.
There's no.
Oh my God! It's happening again. Psych conversation.
guys-
I just said that into the microphone. How is that a side conversation when
The
I'm
point. This is supposed to be an episode. The point of it is not for you and Nick O to be whispering it was so
There
nice
was
to
no
meet you.
whispering.
I can't even remember
wasn't
what life was like before I knew
whispering.
you. These last 24 hours, I felt like 24 seconds. Where did they go? That's not what it's about. I was bashing Neckforders like that.
I was having.
That's what the show
I was on a
is.
roller coaster ride of emotion,
I'm not gonna be made to feel a jerk.
especially in his own home. How dare you,
That's right.
Nico? Where do you fall in this? I could give a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like we are ganging up. Like it's us against them right now. You made a big point to say before we started, and let's not do that thing where we take a cigarette break after 20 minutes. But that is the most heated the show has got in months.
Yeah.
And you chose the wrong night to tell me that. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No cigarette break.
Oh God. Okay, I'll sit here.
He was
and
talking
be
about the
miserable and
story
uncomfortable
that we
for 30 more
ruined,
minutes.
yeah.
Then, Jesus Christ!
I love it.
It's the tension in here. You can cut it with a knife.
Yeah.
A knife.
It's not tension. I mean, I don't know. What am I supposed to say?
No, I personally, I'm on your. I'm just saying in general, the mood.
I'm not gonna. I'm not allowed to talk
Try
about
and
it.
you're off mic right there.
I think you meant to be. Do you not want this to be in here?
All I did is
I think
throw
it's
a
great
funny.
to capture some emotion on this show.
Okay.
I wasn't even serious. I was just throwing out like a sarcastic line, like you do to me all the time, by going, "Your story went a little long." That's
Yeah.
exactly what I said.
Yeah,
and
I
that's
know.
it. And
I
then
know.
you,
I know.
then
But
you attacked me.
and I didn't attack you.
Were you guys here?
I didn't
'Cause
attack you. I didn't even attack you for saying that the story was long. I was talking about you guys having a side conversation, no matter if it's because the story was long. But I understand. Like, I'm not mad about it. Like I don't care.
Why is it still happening?
Because I'm insane. Because I keep bringing it up, right?
I'm gonna take a cigarette break.
All right. Official smoke break.
Fight, 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 fight.
Yeah, everything's fine now.
Everything was fine. I don't even know what to say.
I think two people owe each other an apology on mic. Maybe I don't know.
I'm sorry, Nick.
Who's the other person?
Nothing, guys. That blew up my face. Let's talk about something pleasant. Let me walk you through something. Listeners love it when I talk about something adorable my niece Sophia does. Right? You guys are going to sit through this again. Remember how she taught me how to make a sandwich?
After this, will you
That was so cute.
tell us what your dream was last night?
What? Oh, I get it. I'm a piece of shit to listen to. I get it. Anyway, yeah, she taught me how to make a sandwich. It was really cute. What am I going to talk about? I'm trying to steer the direction of the show into something positive. I didn't mean to spittle on you, and my eyes turned red, I think.
Legitimately scared for a second.
So yeah, Sophie taught you how to make a sandwich. She had you cut off
We're
the crust.
done with this, clearly.
Wait a minute.
My story was going on way too
back
long.
to Kelly.
All
She
right,
hasn't
Kelly,
made
here
fun
it
of my
is.
shirt collar yet. Go ahead.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I make fun of my shirt collar.
Why would I do that?
I don't know, because you're making fun of me.
So Nick knows how to make a sandwich. You want to walk us through it?
Yeah, well, first, you take the toast. Apparently all of her sandwiches are made of with toast.
You mean she just calls the bread toast?
Yeah, because she
Or is
asked
it
me to make her a
toasted?
sandwich, and I told her I didn't know how, like as my reason to not have to do it. And then she told me I'll tell you how. And then she took me through the process. She says you put out the toast, and then you spread it. And she was using her fingers, and so I was like, with your fingers? And she's like, no, you use a knife. And then she was telling me take off the peels, which I eventually figured out was the crust. Yeah. Were you a crustless kid? Did you insist on? No, you ate the crust.
I didn't eat it, but I didn't request that it be cut off.
You also, when you would eat McDonald's hamburgers, like the cheap 49-cent ones, wasn't it you that couldn't eat the last bite? You threw it away?
I don't think so, no.
Okay. That was some other weirdo I knew, apparently.
Yeah, but maybe that was a weird thing from being a little kid.
What about you, Nico?
Weird things, weird food things.
Any way you want to take it. I realized I segued without a segue. How do you feel about McDonald's hamburgers? However you want to go.
49-cent hamburgers. You know, one of my friends, they never used to eat the last part of it.
I remember when I
Unit,
was in
your points.
California, they would do the 29-cent hamburgers one day and 39
When you were living there
cheeseburgers the next
and
day.
dirt ass poor, yeah.
Yeah, and that was great. But I had never had the cheeseburger before. I was too afraid to try it. It was so picky.
Cheese? Yeah.
So I would take off I would reach in every one and just peel off the cheese.
Is that even possible with McDonald's cheeseburger?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta really scrape all the goo off.
Yeah. Sounds like it was worth your time. That
I'm
40-cent meal.
Yeah. Scrape off the butter, the ketchup and mustard too. I'm sure. Or
No, I like that stuff.
ketchup, mustard, pickles. You're good.
Not
Just the
pickles.
cheese.
No
No
pickles.
pickles.
I'd hold the pickles, hold the lettuce.
Yeah.
Special orders, they don't upset me. I don't think
They don't upset BK, that's for sure.
When you don't have a mic, you can still give you a thumbs down when my joke fails. I like that. Okay, now she's back.
Because I had a funny story from when I worked at Burger King.
Oh, okay.
When I was 15, 16, I started there when I was 15. I used to have to...
Side question, real quick.
Uh-huh.
Was it the hardest job of your life? Because me and PJ were just talking about that on a recent episode. Fast food being...
No.
Oh, it's so... Ugh,
Try
I hate
getting
it.
yelled at by, like, a bitch of a woman who's, just went through law school and was treated like nothing, and then now she's got fucking minions.
Yeah, but getting
and-
yelled at is not as bad as grease
Oh,
burns.
when
to go
somebody
back to
makes you feel like you're the biggest idiot on earth and they're paying you,
Yeah.
there's, like, it's way worse than shelling out some fucking burgers when I was 16. I could have cared less. I was 16. I didn't care who was mean to me or what happened. I knew it wasn't, like, my future.
So I'm sorry that I turned that on to
For Nick
downer.
and I, we thought that was our future, was working at A&W.
Oh no, I knew it was a stepping stone to my great job that I have now.
Part-time employment.
It's so funny to me that you guys work there because, like, my very distant relatives owned that place, the Gehrings.
Those are your
Oh no
distant
way!
relatives?
Yeah,
Isn't that a
I-
last name we know?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Joe and Phyllis.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I always hear you guys talk about it and how weird they were, and you'll tell those stories
Well,
about
just
Joe and
Joe
Phyllis and-
mostly.
Yeah.
Joe's a fucking weirdo. Anyway, you had a BK story.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're calling
So
it.
I used to have to dress up as the dinosaur because I was the only one tall enough for the costume.
Was a dinosaur their mascot for a time?
They did a Jurassic Park thing.
Oh, I see.
so I had to
see.
dress up as a dinosaur and walk around and play with kids. And
Outside?
they were all scared of me.
You know who
and
else?
then I'd go outside and wave a sign and all that.
Did they have the built-in fan in it like some of the fancy
No.
ones do? No?
It was horrible.
Boy, in the middle of summer here in Yakima, you drive by that Certus sleep mattress place, and they got someone
Oh,
dressed
and
up
a
like a
sheep.
sheep every
Yeah.
day. It's fucking hot outside too. I don't know how they can do it.
Yeah, there's a guy at a tax place right up, and
Uncle Sam.
he's the Statue of Liberty. No, Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
Uncle
as
Sam
a dude,
too,
as
though.
a big black dude, Statue of Liberty.
yeah, they come out. There's ladies on Nob Hill Boulevard here in town, and they jump up and down and wave enthusiastically, and like they never lose their their giddiness for the entire tax season that they're there, 4 months or whatever like that. And I flip them off every time I drive by. I make sure they can see it too.
Okay, Uncle Tracy.
I
Seems
I
very
don't know what it
aggressive.
is. It's just that they're so happy. No, it's like a funny to make Alvina laugh, flip them off every single time. Like I really want them to go like, "Oh, sourpuss," and then just go right back to jumping up and down like an idiot. But Alvina likes the mattress sheep. She always honks and waves.
There's a place by us. The guy's just dressed as a mattress. It's a big mattress with arms.
There's a place.
I'd sleep with that guy.
There's a place in France where the naked ladies dance.
Is there a hole in the wall?
Sadly, I think that's the best joke of the night. I'm talking about Kelly's topper, by the way. Let's talk about naps a little bit. Like, what do you get
Who
out of them?
does
Really?
that? I know, right?
You don't ever nap?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Never. It's weird.
And it goes back to when we were kids, and Amy and April, who were approximately our age, would come and hang out for the weekend. And as 11, 12-year-olds, they'd volunteer. They'd want to take a nap, and I couldn't. The idea seemed so foreign to me when we could
They
be
would always be like, "Oh, I'm gonna
smashing
go
taco
take a
trucks
nap.
against the tree. Like, let's do that instead.
I'm gonna go take a nap," and it would be like 2 hours
Yeah.
every time, and our cousins are in town.
That's not to say I don't love sleep. I'd be an idiot if I said that. Like, But my schedule's so whacked, and I work
Yeah,
so
not
little.
everybody's unemployed and gets to sleep 12 hours.
Yeah,
a
so
night.
I'll stay up till 1 and sleep until 11:30. I'm conditioned to wake up at 7:30 to pee and fall asleep to Saved by the Bell, and then wake up again at 11:30 for good when Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is good.
That's a lot of hours of sleep. If you didn't have that many hours, you'd probably be more. You'd probably.
But I didn't always. I mean, I had a normal schedule for a lot of years, and I never took naps.
Me neither, but I take them
It's
now.
nonsense.
I love them. I make a point.
I'm a
Every
father.
day.
I'm exhausted. Oh, she's so much fun, but she's so exhausting. You have no idea until you're in my shoes, brother.
Every day.
That's my impression
I
of you.
fit in a nap.
American Dad.
And sometimes I'll fall asleep sitting straight up for 15 minutes. Sometimes I'll lay on the couch for anywhere from 20 minutes to like an hour. And sometimes like I'll put on pajama pants and climb into bed and take a nap at like 2 in the afternoon because it's wonderful.
This is nothing against pajama pants. I want to make myself clear.
Yeah.
Any time of day. As weird as I come off at work, and as much as I've been talking about it recently, I kind of think I could pull off the pajama pant. I'll just be that much weirder and comfortable.
Yeah, just make
But
sure.
then you got to sit on the bus.
Make
that
sure
way.
they're a newer, more conservative pair, not like some old sags, like the shape of your balls or an indent on it. Like,
Stains that explain who I am as a person.
I am never gonna sleep again, so I don't know what
Oh yeah,
naps seem real.
we probably don't want to talk about that, but
boring.
you're all jacked up.
Uh-huh.
It's legal.
No, yeah,
It's legal.
yeah.
So you don't feel like sleeping now?
No,
Good.
I feel like
'cause-
I could stay awake for 3 days right now.
Good, because we got some Mario to play.
and some cocaine, some Adderall to snort.
It's not Adderall.
That's what I call Mario. You guys.
Those muscle relaxers did a bit of a number on me.
I got those legally in Mexico.
They
Okay,
did a
nobody
s-
was accusing you.
They did a small number on me, like
Yeah,
you,
you
know
don't.
what I mean.
You
I was
don't.
a little.
You said you felt a little faint there at the beginning, or
Little
you
light
you
on
had a
my
moment.
feet.
You had a
Little
They
moment.
make
light
you a
on
little
my feet.
lightheaded.
Yeah.
I don't know because I've been
But it
sitting
wasn't
so
They
even
long.
give you
that.
kind of a body high or something like for a minute.
Yeah.
My leg fell asleep for about 8 times. My leg fell asleep about 8 times.
It's your
today.
body trying to take a nap. It's shutting down on you, quadrant by quadrant. You gotta
Like
listen.
oftentimes I sit stupidly. Like Indian style will be fun,
Yeah.
and then
Wow,
and
I don't
then-
think that's what it's called anymore.
No.
Indian style.
I think
Oh,
it's
I'm
called crisscross applesauce.
I forgot the PC term is. I didn't even do it right.
yeah, not even. In fact, I'm not sure people know what you meant by that.
That was half-hearted at best. Even when I'm trying to be racist, I'm not that serious about it.
Are you ever sitting and like maybe your legs hanging off the couch in a certain way and you can feel it falling asleep, so you just leave it there and you let it happen?
No,
I do that.
I never.
I'm
have
not
ever.
self-destructive by
Ooh, baby,
nature.
this thing's gonna be asleep. Especially on my arm, and then you just do things, and you're like, I can't feel it. Whoa!
So are you doing mushrooms like every day now?
It's weird, man. It's fucking weird. I'm telling you. Yeah, really.
Bloody battle, fight to the finish. Fight, 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 fight. It must have been, it must have been, it must have been a happy time, time. It must have been.